I'm Owen Schrader. I'm a senior. I wrestle 165. I started wrestling when I was about 4. Went up through AAU, middle school, and started in the high school room in 7th grade. I play football and I wrestle, and that's what I do. Season's going well. I think we're wrestling good as a team, and I'm excited to see how the season ends. So yeah, thanks to Corey. He coached me in AAU, and now senior year, my parents, rest of my family, they've just helped me with the mental side of things and weight cutting and all of that. So good support, and especially in the Belle Fourche community as well. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Alexa Swaney. I'm a senior at the Belle Fourche High School. I started wrestling when I was a freshman, so I've only been doing it for 4 years, but it's taken me a long way and taught me a lot of things. I did a lot of wrestling in the off season. I've gone to national tournaments in Florida and Iowa, and it's taught me a lot along the way. I've had a lot of different coaches because we've had a new one almost every year of my wrestling career. I've had 3 out of the 4 years that I've wrestled, and each one has done a lot of different things for me and taught me something different each time that they've been here. And other sports that I'm involved in is soccer and softball, and then I also do FFA and YLT. And I like to thank my mom because she's been my biggest supporter. She's always the female chaperone for when we go on trips, and she's done a lot for me through this sport.
Hi, my name is Leah Carbajal. I wrestle for the Belle Fourche High School team. It's my senior year. I started wrestling when I was a sophomore. I wrestled my entire sophomore year, and then I was going to junior year, but I ended up going and working for the United States Senate page, and then came back and decided to do wrestling again my senior year. I started doing sports ever since I was a kid. I've always been in soccer, softball. Soccer's been my main sport for a couple of years, or I guess since my whole life. Always played that, played goalkeeper. I've actually played soccer with Alexa Swaney my whole life, and she's actually the one who got me into wrestling. We really just always talked about how, yeah, we love soccer as a team sport, but wrestling's just like a single sport. Like if somebody messes up, like it's my fault for messing up, but it's also my victory, my win when I wrestle. And I think that's my favorite part about wrestling. It's like a one-person sport. Everything depends on you and how you do and how much work you put in. And I think that's my favorite part about wrestling. I started off with Coach Walker, who was an amazing first coach. He definitely gave me, he helped me out a lot mentally, but also with my physical physique and a bunch of my technique. Taking that gap year was a really big struggle, but then Coach Corey and Coach Nathan, they definitely helped me a lot, like mentally, and helped me like focus on the little things and not getting so discouraged right away when losing, but also working on like each time that I lose, like, oh, it's a big win because I worked on these little things although I lost the match. So wrestling's helped me a lot, like throughout life and stuff, even with just 2 years of wrestling.
I'm Tonsauger Zachary. I started wrestling when I was 5. Throughout my journey in wrestling, I'd say my parents helped me, push me, keep me in the sport, even when I didn't want to. I took a few breaks throughout my years of wrestling. We've had a lot of coaches, so I love the different experiences with each, and the new way about practice and all that. Here this year with Corey and Coach Nathan, we get more of tactic, less conditioning in that. We focus more on technique, all that. I've learned a lot of new things this year as a senior that I wish I could have learned when I was younger, freshman year, maybe middle school. I think I've improved a lot because of our coaches, and I'd like to thank them.
My name's Jocelyn Chalky. I'm a senior. I started wrestling last year. It was my first year. I qualified for state but didn't end up placing. I'm hoping that I can place this year. I do soccer and track as well. Last year we had a different coach than Corey, and I think he's one of the main reasons that I really stuck with it. Being first year and not knowing much, he was very helpful for me, and he taught me a lot, and he really just kept my motive going because I really struggled with it mentally, which I've gotten better with this year. And Obviously, Corey and Nathan, having them on the sidelines as coaches, just cheering you on, really just keeps you up and motivated during matches, really. Yeah, my parents, they've been there. At first they didn't really want me to because wrestling, can be a hard, dangerous sport, but I think over time they've accepted it, and right now they're one of my biggest cheerers in the section, so I'd like to thank them too.
Hi, my name is Oscar Garcia, and this year I barely started doing wrestling. It's not that much, and I did soccer last year too, and I'm from Mexico. It's not that much in my life. I barely started doing wrestling this year. About the coaches, they're really nice to us. They're really nice to me too. They take care of us really good.
I'm Sofia Gonzalez Reyes. I'm an exchange student. I'm from Mexico. This is my first year doing wrestling, and I think it's a very hard sport, but I like it. Mexico, I did soccer all my life and tennis, and I did soccer as well here. It was pretty good. Um, Maybe I'll do track. I'm very grateful with my coaches. I think they do a good job.
Corey Newhart here, just recapping this last weekend we had with our boys and girls down at the Shattern Invite Tournament on Saturday. It's always good to see new teams and new kids down there, and kids can just go in and wrestle and not really have any background or history on kids, and so the girls did really well. They got 4th as a team out of 22 teams. The boys got 8th, I believe, out of 23 teams. We had one girl in the finals, Kyra. She ended up second place with a close, good match with another girl from Nebraska. We had a handful of third place finishes from our girls. We had Alexa Swaney got 3rd, Aaliyah Carbajal got 3rd, and Jocelyn Shockey got 3rd as well. And we had a few 4th place finishes and a 5th and 6th as well. And on the boys' side, we had Riley Dighton got 3rd, Garrett Houston got 3rd, and Spencer Bush got 5th. And we had some other kids, some JV kids in there that wrestled as well. Connor Kukla, Colby Tibbs, and Clifford Toberson. They wrestled on the JV side for us as well and got some good experience in down there also. And so I was really happy with the kids. Main thing is just the kids got some good experience. They came away healthy and not injured, especially moving into this week, what we have coming up. And we have our senior night on Thursday, which is big for us. We're wrestling Sturgis, so the kids and myself, we know going into that duel that we're really not coming into it to win the duel per se. We're just coming in to compete and get some individual matchups that they can come away in with those small victories, and then moving into Friday and Saturday with our Belle Fourche invite. And so that's going to be big for us as well. We've got teams in our region here, in our conference, and just looking for the kids to finally be home. We're nursing, maybe not so much injuries right now, but kids are sick again, and we're not the only one kind of dealing with that, unfortunately. So we'll see on Thursday night, like I said, and that's also our senior night with Sturgis. We've got 9 seniors this year. And so we've got 3 boys and 6 girls. So we're gonna, recognize them at the beginning of the evening, and recognize, some of their accomplishments that they've done and their future plans outside of the Bronx wrestling room.